Hey, what is up? My name is Mahogani Jones. I'm a foreign currency trader. I'm going to go over USD this week because USD has been pretty delicious. Got a lot of movement in response to news. I'm sharing this with people who are new, people who are in year in the game, because as you know, when you trade foreign currency, a year in the game is still new. But I'm sharing this because I believe an uplifted trader is a profitable trader. And one thing that I have been focused on is learning my one pair. Every master I know, they have one pair that they kill. My one pair is USDCAD, UCAD, that's the US, and the Canadian dollar. I'm going to go over that particular pair with you guys today. I want to share that because, when it comes to that particular pair, it's crazy. It's really crazy. Look at this. This is the UCAT monthly chart. As you can see right now, it's in its downtrend. It's in its downtrend, and I can just mark this up really quickly to show you this little current downtrend that's been happening ever since 2014. But as we get closer, as you know, whatever's happening on the monthly doesn't mean what's happening on the weekly, day to day, 4 hours, 1 hour. But I still want to just make sure that I know what the overall trend is. And the overall trend currently from its place in 2014 has been falling down. I'm going to go over to the weekly. As you can see in my weekly, we're still in that little downtrend. It's still going down. It hasn't broken this trend line a little bit. If I wanted to, I could take it and I can do something like this. I'm gonna zoom it in a little bit. Now, I put at the bottom my wicks because that's what I could see. I'm gonna move this up just a little bit because I want to. I've seen many traders who said they don't go through wicks, but for me, if I go through this wick, what it's showing me is that the end of these bodies were touched and respected, and that end catches this wick. So to me, this trend line is more so respected with it going through these wicks. Now I'm going to go into my daily, and as I look at my daily, look at my little wedge going on right here. My wedge is going on. It's kind of going into its little consolidation. It's been doing all the consolidation here, and it's back into that momentum ever since the beginning of the year right here. And now what I'm going to do is, just for me to see, I'm going to see where I have structure at. And I see this right here as being a big structure line. I have it being respected over here, here, especially right there, at the top side here, a little fake out here for a few days. Maybe it's had to be maybe like a week or two. But I see a big division here, so I'm going to place my line here. As I look at this, I could even change this line to go here. Because you can see, let me zoom in some more. There was some playing around going here. And actually, if you look at it, it kind of did like that, but I'm not going to go through it. Look at if I did that, look at how this little one right here respects that little line. Just want to show you that whenever you put in your trend lines, you're looking for respect. It went through, but it respects these two right here. It went through, but it respected it again over here. And you have a little bit touch right there. I just want to show you guys that you guys, when you are marking your charts, it is about what you can see with your eye. Your chart will not look like everybody else's chart. There's going to always be some sort of difference. Hopefully you guys are all seeing a same change in the market, up or down or sideways, but it's going to be pretty different. So I just wanted to show you this right here because I have it respecting it, but I think I may go ahead and keep this. You know what? No, I'm going to keep that there because that's what happened. Okay. So if I go in a little bit more, I'm not gonna do that yet. I'm gonna actually let's focus at this daily. Daily charts are really, really important. It is the #1 primary most important chart on your actual trading experience, whether it's stocks, whether it is cryptocurrency. Your daily is letting you know what is going on. And as you can see, even though we're in an overall downtrend for the day, it's making an uptick. Here there was some consolidation, but it's continuing that uptick. It's still respecting the short-term trend line. And I just want people to see this and notice this. Each candle is about a day's fluctuation. Each candle is a day's fluctuation. Look at this big old candle right here. This gap right here would be when a new week started. That gap could have easily been like maybe about 50 or 60 pips. Anyway, I just wanted to show this to you because as we get closer and closer into time frame, your lines will change. The overall won't change, but your more detailed focus in will change. Now, as I look at this, I'm seeing places where I can put me some zones. As you look at this, I hope you can pick them out with me. I have a zone right here. Leave it like that. This right here, for me, I like it for it to be blue and filled in. I'm going to choose another zone. I'm going to say that right there. And I'm going to keep it here. I'm going to choose that little zone right there. And if I wanted to, I can do this right here. The reason why I'm choosing to do this is because once it gets to this middle spot, there is some kind of reaction. Reaction here, reaction here, reaction here, reaction here, reaction here. I can even make this a little bit lower. But what you're really, oh, that's even better, yeah. What you're looking for is reaction. The market is telling you what it's doing. You don't tell it what to do. You just follow what it's doing. And I'll keep it there. Okay, so I have for myself my 4-hour, the markup letting me know what I should be looking for as I zone in. As I'm looking at this on my 4-hour, I have some support that's going on right here. So we're looking at this to actually continue up a little bit, but I have to do my trend line, so maybe not. Never discount a trend line. The trend is your friend, so are trend lines. You're looking for a trend line that has 2 touches. 2 touches confirm a trend line, 3 touches confirm a trend. And one thing before I go there and make my trend line, I want you to see this. It took a big old candle to burst through this zone. And as you can see, no matter what time frame you are, when you make support and resistance line, if a candle breaks through your line or your zone, it's typically going to be a big candle because it takes all that energy, all that momentum to break it. So let me go here. I'm going to go and I'm going to get my daily candle. And I'm going to sit here. I'm going to do this. Forgot about this. And as I sit here and look at that, I want to do this right here. And I want to do this right here. Go up a little bit, so I can go down a little bit. And yes, I'm cutting through my wicks. I am, but you see that the wicks are being respected at other places. It's being respected here. As I go through, I have this little wick right here. If I zoom in, I have this being respected by my trend line. Look at this, it's being respected. It's being respected to the downside. Yeah, it cuts through here, but it's more respect than not. That body is being respected, body being respected, body being respected. And if I were to zoom in and go to different time frames, these would be this one day. When it comes to the 4-hour, 1 hour, we spent some time above this. But this is what I would look at. I would see this. Yeah, I like that. Go to our 4-hour. Let's zoom out so that we can see what's going on. As you can see, It's being respected still. As we zoom in, of course, you're going to see more candlesticks, more respect. Now here I have I would adjust this maybe. I have some respect here, respect here. It's going through these big old candles right here, these railroad candles, but I'm good with that. It's actually splitting this up. If I were to move it higher, I would like to see what that would look like. Let's see if I were to move this higher. If I were to move this higher, oops, not that one. You're good where you're at. Let's move this up to here. Yeah, but I like how it's respecting that down there more. Let's see what this looks like. It's still cutting through. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like this. Yeah. So, and I'm just doing that because when I mark my charts up, this is what I'm using to make money. And if I'm off a little bit, that could be like a couple of hours of offness. And I don't want to waste any of my money. Don't want to waste any profits. So I have this right here, and it's above this line. Now remember, on my daily, I have all this space to go if it wanted to go and do a little turnaround and flip. But right now, my 4 hours, what I can see is that it's been playing on the top of this line. It's still respecting this line, even in the future, respected in the past, it's still respecting in the future. I may see something like this, or I may see something like this to show me it's going to respect this line, which is what I want to see first. And then I can easily see something that's going to go here and go all the way up, actually. Yeah, go all the way up. Now, of course, when I say all these things, I want you to remember that I have to keep a few things in mind. What are those things? Fundamentals. Because the fundamentals is what has made this right here change. What has made this right here change has been NFP that just happened shortly. It's been oil. Oil is a big, what do you call that? That has a big effect on Canada, because Canada, that's one of its major exports. Raw materials, especially to China, and oil. So what happens to oil affects this. And we had this week some not so good reportings on oil. The oil barrels are a little bit lower this week. I think it's around $63, and I think 9 cents, where it was like at 63.49 or 63.47 earlier. So that drove the Canadian dollar low, and the US is doing, it's been pretty hot. So that allowed for this little uptrend, to continue right over here. Because of course, if US is doing really well, you're gonna see the candles go up, because US is the leading pair. So US is going up, and to make that in a balance, Canadian has to be falling. So this is what's causing these little spikes right here. US is strong, Canadian is a little bit weak. So it's helping this movement to the upside. Anyway, so as we go into this 1 hour, I just want to show a few things. You see these little spikes right here that's ascending? That's what's been going on in the news. You see these little falls right here? Especially this right here. This is NFP week. NFP, our lovely NFP, US NFP, which has a big impact on Canada. So the US went up. And this little fall that's been happening, I've been making my money on this. It got interrupted by NFP. And if I were to go to my 50-minute, look at that. That's that 1 15-minute candle. This is when news hit. This is around 5:30 PST. This is when news hit, and it just gave a big push up. It's flagging. This is going to be its correction. I feel that this is going up right now. There's a lot of stuff going on in the news. Apple just released some information as well about what's really going on with them. That could have a little bit of impact, or has had a little bit of impact on this. As you guys know, Apple's a very big company. They're not going to report their product unit sales anymore. People say it's because they want to hide the fact that their iPhone sales have declined this whole year against their prior years, their iPhones and their iPads, it's basically stayed the same. They've showed continued growth. This time that's not going on. So people are looking at Apple like, oh, what's going on? You know, we're not too happy. But as you can see on this 15-minute chart, the market's trying to rebound. You know, it's playing within this little box right here. It's trying to rebound out of this box. I'm not in the market right now because I'm just gonna let it have its play. I don't want to get involved in this. I think it's gonna just go up and down for a while. It may try to rally up or rally down before the closing in about 3 or 4 hours. But right now I'm just gonna, you know, just leave this alone. I mean, money can be made. Money can always be made. That's 22 pips. But I'm just going to stay out of it. Anyway, as you can see, I'm going to go over to my news just to show you, because news, people just underestimate things so much. They underestimate the trueness of news. Bloomberg. Stocks extend decline after Kudlow trade remarks. I mean, people talking, especially with the U.S. pair. Before here, Apple was the top talk, but since the last hour, the stocks, U.S. stocks, have taken a decline, which is probably where you saw that big old green candle, and then you saw that little correction, that green candle, and then you're going to see a continuation of the move. More than likely, it's going to fall back down because, of course, in any trade, there's going to be a impulse, correction, extension, aka continuation of the move. But if you look, when you go back and you read this, this is going to definitely impact what's going on for us. If you look over here for Friday, look at all this: employment change, unemployment rate, non-pharma unemployment rate. This should have my orange calendar too, because for the trade, the Canada trade balance is really important. Even though it's a yellow folder, it is really important for Canadian dollar. They have a very good reported trade balance. But as you see here, they were expected to go up by 0.2 billion, but look what happened. They actually went the opposite direction, double. And if you look here, I mean, it's lower than it was. It definitely went lower than it actually was previously. But, you know, the forecast was for it to be here, and that's not what happened. Anyway, I just wanted to show this UCAD to you for you guys to be able to see how news impacts it. I wanted you guys to be able to see how not just news, but the overall market impacts how you trade, what you trade, if you get into a trade, if you don't, news, what news does to it. And also, I always have to say this: even though news does its thing, you have to know that structure is structure. The market will always fall back into its structure. So I'm talking news, and I'm telling you how it affects our day-to-day trading. But overall, structure is structure. Overall, no matter what's been going on, look at this structure. Look at this trend line. Doesn't matter what's been going on. Look at this trend line. This trend line is coming from all the way back here. It's still going. It has a. I have a shorter short time trend line here, but it's still going up. It's still being the overall trend of this uptrend is still going. It's still being respected. Now as I get closer, like I said, yeah, we're going down, but we're just going down a channel. You got to remember, we're just at the bottom of the channel. It went down here, it did break the channel, but look at it. It came here, it did retest, but it faked us out. And it retested here, and it retested here. So these two confirm the trend line. I would need another hit to this line for it to confirm the trend and that the trend has actually changed. So, you know, even though I have this going up here, I think it's going to come here. I think that confirmation will not come until it actually comes up here. Then it touches this, and then it goes. And that's far in the future. But anyway, just wanted to share this information with you. I greatly appreciate you giving me your time. Just know that if you have any questions, my name is Mahogani R. Jones. You can go to my website, tradewithmahogany.online. You can send me a message. You can watch my YouTube videos. Look for Mahogani R. Jones on YouTube. I post this up there for everybody. Again, I believe an uplifted trader is a profitable trader. Everybody needs a mentor. Find who fits you. I myself have mentors. I mentor people. If you'd like for me to mentor you, please again send me a message from my website. I would love to get with you to help you create your wealth. Wealth is created by money. So what is better than actually using money as your product? Anyway, you guys take care. Have a great day. Bye.